All right, guys, so we have a little maintenance video for you here today. We have the PSX1 automatic jacks, power stabilizers. They, as an idea, work really well, but from what I understand, these switches, your electric switches that would then power them up and down, tend to go out frequently. And that is what has happened to both the front and back on our RV, and we've only been full timing for like 4 months. So in a 4-month period of time, from brand new, we bought this brand new, these have gone out. And so I went on Amazon, purchased 2, because that's all I need from our particular rig, and they were about 35 bucks a piece, so 70 bucks is what you're looking at. But we'll just walk you through the steps here real quick today on how to swap them out and hopefully get our power jacks, stabilizer jacks, back up and running. So let's go ahead and get to it. I want to pause to let you know you're going to need these 4 things when you're doing this task. Obviously, the switches. You're going to need a pair of wire strippers that also have an attached pair of wire cutters, or a pair of wire cutters as well, so you can cut the old wires and then strip the new ones. You're going to need wire nuts, or another way to connect the 2 exposed wires together. In this case, I went with wire nuts. And you're going to need electrical tape, because you're going to really want to wrap those up, seal them real good, so that splash up from when you're traveling or snow or other things getting up underneath there isn't going to short out these switches over the long haul. And as I shared earlier, you can easily pick up these switches on Amazon, so I'll have a link for you guys below. I got them in like 2 days, and I actually got them while we were traveling, which is really nice, and just had them dropped off at an Amazon Dropbox. So for you full-timers, these are pretty easy to get your hands on if you're in the midst of traveling. And I will have some links also down below for you guys for wire strippers and all the supplies that you would need and what I used to do this task. Alrighty, so the number one thing you got to do is turn off all your power. So I'm going to disconnect our main power right here. Okay, so there you go. But you got to make sure and turn off your batteries as well, so you don't cause a short, get electrocuted, shocked while you're doing this. So I'm going to come in here, and we're going to turn off our inverter. There we go. Okay, so the inverter is now turned off, but the solar panels are still charging the batteries. Thankfully for me, I have a battery kill switch. If you do not, you'll need to disconnect your batteries. So here's our little switch. Power is on, power is off, remove cover. So we are going to turn that bad boy to off completely. I'm just gonna go in and make sure nothing is on. In theory, not even the light should turn on at this point. Yeah, nothing. So we are completely dead. The clock here. So we should be now good to work on these switches. All right, so here we go. So this is what we're looking at. But you want to make sure and film and make sure that, or take a photo, because sometimes your wires here may not match up with the colors of your switches. So that's something just to be aware of. So I'm going to cut off this tape, take a photo, make sure everything's good before we get in there. Okay, so remove the tape. And we got a black and red going over here, and then we got the blue and the yellow going over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group these. I'm going to clip off the colors right here, so I know which is supposed to go to which when we rewire the new one. That right there, sweet. All right, if you want to take this out, you got to unscrew it. Yeah. Okay, so just so you guys can see, we've cut off the old switch, and there's some dirt there, and I have left the black and red attached to this one. so that when I rewire, I'll know exactly where they're supposed to go, and the blue and the red over here. Or excuse me, the blue and the yellow over here. All right, so there we go. There's the new one, and we're wired up. All right, guys, so we have wired everything up. We're gonna turn the batteries back on. We're gonna give these a shot. Let's see. Come back over here. Gonna flick the switch to on. Yep, batteries are back up. Moment of truth. Let's see. Yes! Yes! Victory! Awesome. Yep, good to go. Good to go. And so there we go. They've been working great now. We installed them in Denver. I am now in St. George, Utah. I went all the way across Utah with these. We've used them in a couple stops. We went through a lot of rain and different temperatures. They seem to be working great. Haven't had any issues. Make sure to, again, electrical tape up all the gaps and make sure that they're kind of sealed well. I actually kind of spread them apart so that next time I do it, they're not just one big giant bundle like they were. They're a little easier to get to and, you know, figure out if one is maybe just a little loose and I just need to tighten down the wire nut in the future or something. A little bit easier to do underneath the carriage there, but seem to be working well, and hopefully they'll hold up a lot longer than the initial set that was installed on the RV. So I hope that this has helped you guys out a little bit. If you have any questions or concerns or something that I didn't answer, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer them for you. And guys, we just appreciate you following along here at Live the Trek. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook as well. And until the next video, get out there and live the trek.